Ninja Gaiden Ragebound absolutely surprised me, and I'm gonna be honest, this is a game that when it was first announced, I wasn't looking forward to it that much, which it's crazy to say that in a review, I know, but hear me out, right? Ninja Gaiden's 3D games are some of my favorite games of all time. Ninja Gaiden 2 might as well be my favorite video game of all time. So when they announced it, and I know that Ninja Gaiden got roots in like 2D side-scrollers, the OG games, when this was first announced, I was kind of worried because if it ended up being great, then maybe we will no longer see like 3D Ninja Gaiden games and they will keep it to 2D. And if it did fail, then the series would pretty much be over, right? So I was really worried about it. But 2025 thankfully ended up being the year of the ninja. We got Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, the remake of Ninja Gaiden 2, which I really liked, and later this year we're getting Ninja Gaiden 4. So my fears towards the series and its relation with this game, well, I was relieved, and now I did almost like a complete 180 where I'm now actually excited for this game, and I'm very thankful that I got to play it because this game was absolutely kick-ass. Now, I love 2D side-scrollers, don't get me wrong. Mega Man is one of my absolute favorite games of all time. I do like the Strider Hero games that they released early on the PlayStation 4, so this was something that I was still like kind of excited for, but deep inside me I was kind of worried for the 3D series. But anyways, this game ended up surpassing all of my expectations. Let me get the stuff that I didn't expect to be this good out of the way first. First of all, the story. And yes, like you're watching a Ninja Gaiden game review and I'm talking about story, but yeah, what is here is actually really good and really interesting. We got two ninjas from two rival clans, but for the first time we actually get to see conversations between like the different clan members, how they feel for each other, but ultimately they have to work together, and just that dynamic was really fun. And the overall story and the narrative, honestly, it was leagues better than we had in the other Ninja Gaiden games, the 3D Ninja Gaiden games. Hopefully, Ninja Gaiden 4 delivers on the story, but what I saw here was a very pleasant surprise. Another thing that is really important for this kind of genre is the soundtrack. The soundtrack for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is top tier. You know how Mega Man got some of the best like soundtracks of all time? It's so memorable. I think Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, if given enough time, may actually reach that status. Some of the soundtracks here, some of the level tracks, I just want to listen to over and over and over. It really get you pumped, it really get you excited for the non-stop actions that you're gonna go through with this game. So let's talk about the gameplay. Like I said, I never played the OG Ninja Gaiden games, so I can't use them as a reference here, but I will say that this game feels a lot kind of like the Strider Hero game that was released on the PlayStation 4. That's about 10 years ago, oh my god. But yeah, it feels a lot like that, where you can use your two protagonists to have some ranged abilities, some melee abilities. One of the things that I found to be really satisfying about this game is your movement option. They have this ability called the guillotine jump, and pretty much unless it's an environmental hazard, you can jump off of anything. You can jump off an enemy, you can jump off of a projectile. If they are throwing an attack at you, you can jump over it, you can jump over the enemy bodies. It is great, and it gives you like really fun movement options, and it allows the game to throw a ton of enemies and a ton of objects at you. This game is relentless with how much it's throwing at you, but our protagonists also feel extremely powerful because most of the time you're gonna finish off enemies with 1 or 2 hits, and that just keeps a pace going. And with that kick-ass soundtrack, whew, it's such a blast, and it will keep your adrenaline going. Now, Ninja Gaiden is historically a very hard game, and the OG series was hard, the 3D games was hard. Ragebound, I will say, is situationally difficult. The game is kind of forgiving in where if you die more often than not, you will be respawned. There isn't like that big distances between the checkpoints. Some of the bosses and the later stages can be difficult, but the game also gives you a lot of, I will say, adjust adjustable difficulty. There is the chop, the Muramasa chop, is the same as that was like in the Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 games, the 3D games, where you can equip some items, some talismans, and these items can absolutely impact the difficulty of the game. One of the best ones straight up is the items that allow you to regenerate health once you have passed like 3-hit kill combo. And because in this game, if you're just guillotine jumping over enemies, that will most likely like finish them off, especially like a lot of the flying enemies, you will find yourself regaining HP very fast. Checkpoints will regain your HP as well. So if you're decently good at 2D side scrollers, I think the game is not that hard. But at the same time, there are other items that can make you like, if you lose, you return to the start of the stage. There isn't like lives per se, it's infinite continuous, so you can just keep going. And I really like this adjustable difficulty where you can make the game as easy or as hard as you. Hey there, hope you're enjoying the video. If you're liking the video so far but you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I mean, we got an amazing team going up, join the Mura's EX-Men. We even got like the Emma and Magneto combo, so you know we're gonna dominate. Excuse the silliness and enjoy the rest of the video. I do have one issue with the game as far as like being a side scroller go. One of the elements of this game is that there is like this hyper charge attack, where there will be like a powered up enemy that will typically take like 3-4 regular hits to kill. But if you have a hypercharge, which is like a powered up attack that you can use by killing a specific enemy or just standing in place and going for the charge. The issue with this is that once you see like these big enemies, you know you're just waiting there for that one enemy that will give you the hypercharge so that then you can finish off that dude. I feel like this situation happens far too much in this game, and it kind of makes it predictable, and I wish they changed the formula a little bit more. Well, I kind of wish that was like a little bit more to it, a little bit more variety, because that got predictable, and it got predictable like really fast. But still, the game offers a ton of enemy variety, and as you're going on, you're gonna find different enemies, different behaviors, and then they'll throw enemies with shields, which like you can't kill off easily. So they do like a pretty good job of mixing up the pace of the game in general. And the issue with these sort of games is that if you add too many gimmick stages, then it may end up like a Mega Man X8, which was like a pretty good game, but too many gimmick stages kinda ruined it. The same for a game like Crash Bandicoot 3, which I felt like had like so many gimmick stages. You gotta be careful with how you add those. And boss fights, I think boss fights in general are tremendous in this game. They can be difficult, but they all got that pattern that if you know how to identify, if you know how to play around, they can be really good. Boss fights in this game are done way better than the 3D games, which again is a very nice surprise. The game obviously comes at a $25 US price, which I think the game will take you around like 5-6 hours to beat. And if you then there is like a hard mode that is get unlocked, you can replay any of the levels anytime you want, going for the S rank. So I think there is decent enough replay value here that I personally would say that it is good value, especially if you're like an old school gamer, if you're an OG, if you love these type of games and you want to see more of them. I think Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is absolutely a great buck for your money. This game is fantastic. I've been playing it non-stop for the past days ever since it came out, and I'm going for the S ranks, I'm going for the Platinum Trophy. Platinum Trophy, here I come. And that's about it for this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. It helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe.